babe.
Hey, Kayla.
Hi, Iyanna.
Welcome to Fill in the Blank podcast.
Welcome.
Get away. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. I know a place we can go. 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 Get away.
Fill in the blank.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another week here at Fill in the Blank podcast.
Fill in the blank.
Hi, Iyanna.
Hi, Kayla.
How are you feeling?
Good.
I feel like you're feeling good.
Yeah.
Like you're in a good mood.
Good. Ooh, okay, come on. What? I would have threw my shit out if I did that. But yeah, I am feeling good.
That's good.
Yeah.
I love that for you.
Yeah, me too.
What'd you do today?
Okay, so I'm trying to do this thing where I split my days into like 3 different categories: mental days, physical days, errand days. Mental days are all my mental tasks. Physical days are like cleaning and like any physical tasks I have to do. Errand days are when I have to like leave the house.
Okay.
Today was an errand day.
Okay.
So some days on filming, like I'll do filming either on errand days or on mental days. But anyways, I did a little filming today. I went and I picked up packages, which is always fun. We love free stuff.
Yeah.
And I went to go look for plants.
I love that. Did you find one?
I didn't have time to pick out one because I realized I was going to be late to here. So, so I had to hurry up and leave. But I do think I'm going to get 2 bigger ones because my pothos finally is like growing some little leaves.
Aww.
I know, it's so cute. I get the hype now. I get it. So I think I'm gonna get like 2 big birds of paradise. They're like the bigger.
Oh, nice.
They look tropical. So I think I'm gonna get 2 from
That's cool. I was just talking to my dad about plants and I was telling him I really want to get a plant, but I'm scared because I feel like it doesn't get enough sunlight in here. It would have to be in the front. That's like the only place I think I could keep one so that it could thrive.
What kind of window is this? Is that a east facing window?
Well, okay, so let me say this. I'm not good with directions like that.
Neither am I.
But I do know when the sun is going down, it's a lot of sunlight that comes
that
in. way.
Okay, I want to say that's... Fuck, I don't know.
Well, somebody help us.
I think that's a west window.
Okay, because in the
just
morning...
thinking about the city.
Yes.
If this way is definitely going south.
Yes,
Look,
and that's north.
Talking about. Anyways, I think it's a west facing window. Blah blah blah. You might still get some good sun. Just Google like plants that are good for low lights.
Yeah. It gets good sunlight up front. I just want to make sure that, it's enough because I don't want to get it and then it dies. And I'm scared that I don't have a green thumb. Aww. But I want to try it. I've always wanted to get a plant to go in here, to go in the front, like a big kind of like tree type of plant.
I think a nice big tree looking plant would be nice up there.
Yeah, so we'll try it. When you go back, let me know because now I have time.
Yay!
So I could come with you.
Woo!
Plant shopping.
I love that for you.
Yes.
Yeah, mine almost died on me.
Oh.
I know. And I was like, I'm just bad at this. I just shouldn't do this. And then New York is the one who revived it for me. He was like, Iyanna, okay, clearly you're going to need a step-by-step plan.
Yeah.
Because I was like, well, duh. I tried to tell you I know nothing about plants.
Right.
So he revived it for me because he apparently just needed like really, really good water.
Okay.
I didn't know how much water to put in it.
I always am like, how much water? And then the concept of repotting plants terrifies me.
So apparently you really don't have to do that often. It's only when like it grows so much that the soil, it's just too crowded.
But then what do you do? How do you get it?
Look, just cross that bridge when you get there.
Okay.
I'm not even worrying about that. I will cross that bridge when I
get there.
For now, I am mastering watering schedules.
I love that.
And so far, these plants have not died on me.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm going to bring some life into this place and get some plants. And then my other project is this room. Mm-hmm. I'm going to get this room together.
Okay.
So the living room and this room, because I want to do some more stuff in the living room. I want to get a new rug.
Okay.
And I want to finish decorating up there to make it home-like.
Okay. Yeah.
We really need to do our bedroom too, but I don't know how much longer we're going to stay at this specific place. So I'm like, how much do I really want to, do? But we'll see.
Okay.
So yeah.
Oh, I'll let you know when I go plant shopping. Maybe this weekend. Well, your party's on Saturday.
It is on Saturday. I forgot all about that party.
Wow.
So I went over to Nana's house yesterday.
Oh, her graduation party.
Yes, my graduation party. And I went over to my Nana's house yesterday. And I knew it was happening, but I forgot that
so it's going to be at Nana's house?
Yeah.
Okay.
I forgot that I had to do stuff. So I said, oh, right.
Damn, work needs to be done.
Yeah. So she was going over all this stuff with me, and I was like, crap. So I ran into Asia might have saved the day because I'm going to reach out to this girl because just before I talked to Asia, I was not going to have a cake. And she knows somebody who makes cakes quickly, has a quick turnaround time.
Yay.
Because Nana went to Sam's Club. They couldn't make a cake.
That fast?
No.
Even Sam's Club?
No.
Oh, damn.
They said that they couldn't have a cake ready until Monday.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So I was like, dang, well, no cake. And then I talked to Asia. She was like, wait, I have a client. I said, okay, perfect.
Come on, Asia and her connections.
Yes. So
I'm
going to reach out to her and see how that goes.
Okay. Well, hopefully it'll be a nice, good tasting, beautiful cake.
I hope so.
Okay. Do you need any other help other than
No, not that I know of. I might call you and kidnap you and take you with me to do some decorating. I got to go get decorations.
When would this be?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I might just call you, be like, come outside.
Okay. Well, just don't call me Friday night.
Okay, that's fine. What are you doing Friday night?
There's a Taylor Swift party.
A Taylor Swift party?
Yeah.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, so me and Natalie and Deethi are going to a Taylor Swift party.
That sounds fun.
I know. That's going to be cute.
Yeah.
So we're going shopping tomorrow.
Oh, that's really cute.
I'm thinking something because when I think Taylor Swift, I think pastels, I think sparkly.
Yep. I was just about to say
cowboy boots.
Sparkly.
So I'm going to look for something sparkles.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Send me your outfit.
Yeah.
I want to know what you're going to wear.
I'll probably send you a couple. Be like, help me.
Yeah. Send them to me.
Okay.
All right. So what we talking about today?
Ooh.
You got the topic for us.
So this topic has been butting its head quite a bit in both of our lives, I think, over the last couple of months, especially. Because as soon as the new year started, it just got hectic. So we're talking about discipline today. Because I need it.
Yes.
You need it.
Yes.
We all need it.
We all need it.
If you ain't got it, you know you need it.
And it's a struggle.
It's a struggle, bruh.
Yeah.
It's a struggle. Anyways, so yeah, we're talking about discipline, and hopefully we can all learn some things. I did a little research, so I'm going to try to implement some of these steps for myself, and we'll see how that goes.
Okay, so before you do that, I want you to share, what do you feel like right now? How would you describe your relationship with discipline?
My God, it's really bad right now. I procrastinate really badly. And so I only typically do things when I have to do them. I'm usually not proactive. And every once in a while I can be proactive, but I'm not consistently proactive. If I mess up on something, I usually am really down on myself and it's hard for me to get back into it.
Yeah.
But once I'm into it, I'm like, okay. And I can be consistent for maybe a week if I set a goal, but then after that, it just goes to shit.
Yeah. I think that it's interesting because I understand and resonate because I feel like I've had that same issue. Do you think, because I think I know what it is for me, but I'm wondering if we have the same issue. Do you feel like you try to go based off of that spark of motivation that you might feel every once in a while?
Yeah. So the issue is right now I have a lot of free time, or a lot more free time I get. Well, I won't even say a lot more free time. I just have a lot more time to play with.
Yeah.
That
is yours to dictate.
That's mine to dictate.
Yes.
See, that's a huge difference. I still have a shit ton of stuff to do constantly, but I just have a lot more, it's my time to plan. The issue with this time is I didn't establish the discipline beforehand. So now that I'm in it, I am still living by that motivation thing when it's no longer sustainable for me.
Yeah.
It's not efficient. I need the grit. I need the fucking grit.
And I feel like, honestly, the motivation, what I've noticed with me a lot of times is it comes from me being consistent and doing something well, that then I feel more motivated because I'm like, oh, I can trust myself, you know?
I will say it does help build trust with yourself.
Yes.
The issue is I can't get that far.
It's like you start and then you fall off.
I always point back to this one time, like 5 years ago when I was able to work out for like 4 months straight. And I was so proud of myself. And that's what I keep holding on to. I'm like, I'm capable of doing it.
Yeah.
I just got to like get back into it.
So what did you do at that time?
At that time, there was just a shift in my mindset. I will say the motivation at the time was I had just gone through a breakup. That'll push you.
That'll do it.
That'll do it. I had just gone through a breakup. So that was the beginning motivation. But then I realized, because that was when I first got into my adult year, or at least adulting. Yeah. I had just graduated from college, from getting my bachelor's. So I was in my career now. And I was like, Iyanna, you're an adult now. And so I just started to value like being healthier and like having an apartment and taking care of my apartment, keeping things clean and like having order in my life. Like, that's just what I valued at that time. And so that's what I just started to live through. And then I don't know what happened. Oh, I think another relationship messed me up.
And then back to shit.
So yeah, so now I'm at a point where I realize something needs to change. I'm going to be 30 next year. And in order for me to live a life that I want to live, I have to have discipline. I can't elevate until I master discipline. Yeah. Like dead ass. That's just how it's going to go right now. It's sink or swim. I don't know how many times I've said that in the past month.
That's kind of where I've been at too. I feel like it really is about your mindset. Like we constantly talk about mindset, but it controls everything that you do. Literally. Because when I told you this, I don't know if I mentioned this on the podcast yet, but just my previous counseling session and her calling out some of my tendencies and me living my life in extremes. And I was like, whoa, I don't want to be like that.
You know, the first time you said that to me, it didn't make sense. And I was like, oh, I mean, I live my life in extremes too, but I didn't see the correlation of living your life in extremes and then having a hard time like with discipline and maintaining things. But it makes sense. When I was doing the research, it clicked for me. I was like, okay, so the fact that I live my life in extremes like this is bad because I'm only going based off of this burst of motivation that I'll get for that one period of time, and I'll go hard on something or I'll just not do it at all.
Yes. So basically for you all, like the whole concept about living your life in extremes is basically like either things are really good or things are really bad. And if you can't function in the gray area, then that means you can't function in life, because most of the times things are not going to be just simply really good or just simply really bad unless you attach your mind. And I think that this is what I've done, and I think you do too, that when something bad happens, we attach it to, this is just really bad. Yeah. So then things that are good for us and things that are positive for us, we attach it to a negative thing, and then we live in the bad space instead of in the gray of being like, well, this part of this really sucks, but this is also positive. And then you push through that time. So then you get what you want on the other side of it. And in this case, we're talking about discipline. So you're able to be disciplined enough to push through. Yeah. And it's hard.
It's weird because I'd say physically, I'm a very adaptable person. I've been able to like move from city to city, not knowing anybody, and do just fine and thrive. The issue is like, when it gets a little bit more complicated, is emotionally, I'm not that adaptable, I've realized. Because like, we talked about this recently, where I've had this mindset of like, I've lived a very hard life. Like I've lived several traumas, ones that it's just not normal for one person to take, all throughout my childhood, my teenage years, and my young adult years. Yeah. So I feel like things should just be good now. Like they should just be good. Like, haven't I lived enough pain? Yep. That I should be good. That's for the rest of my life now?
What you just said is exactly what I said to my counselor. I was like, I feel like I've been through the ringer, so this is supposed to be the good part. Right. Like, okay.
This is where things get more stable. Yeah. This is where,
you went through hell, so now it should be good.
It should be good now, right?
And she said, who said that?
You know what? I really do think that we're going through a quarter life crisis where we're starting to have to relearn again that life just isn't fair. Yes. And that it just keeps going. You just have to keep try your best to be healthy and keep it going.
Nobody cares. That's the thing that is the thing that I feel like I've really been kind of like trying to grasp onto, is the fact that I care, but nobody around me cares about what I'm going through because everybody's going through something.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
So people just simply do not care. Like, I can't do this whole woe is me.
I don't like they don't care. They're just not as invested.
Well, I'm saying like in terms of...
I said, I care.
I think
yes.
I care. Y'all care. But I'm saying in terms of out in the world, I cannot be damsel in distress.
Because no one gives a fuck.
Nobody gives a shit. You're a grown woman. And I think sometimes in my mind, I'm catching up like, oh, like, Kayla, you're almost 30. Like, nobody feels bad for you. Like, everybody's going through stuff, you know?
So that's the part that I think I've learned to grasp in the last year, even with me going through my shit. Because I used to be one of those friends where I used to get really sensitive if I couldn't talk to my friend very frequently or blah, blah, blah. And then I took a pause and I looked at myself and I'm like, I don't even, like, I get overwhelmed by life. So I think that's when it clicked for me. We're all going through shit, bro. We're literally all going through it.
Everybody's stressed.
Everybody's stressed.
Yeah.
Everybody's stressed.
Yeah.
And for the people who ain't stressed, I can't stand your ass.
Right. How? Because how? Teach us. We struggling out here. Okay. So what'd you find about discipline?
Okay. Discipline. What does it make me think of?
I don't know what that's from. Is it coming to you?
It's coming to me. Baby Geniuses.
What is that?
You never seen Baby Geniuses?
No.
Please tell me either of y'all. You've seen when he was like discipline. No, okay.
No.
Please tell me somebody out there.
And I normally know all the references, but I missed that movie
1,000 times because I had the VHS when I was growing up. Please tell me someone else knows that reference. Don't leave me out here hanging. Y'all be relating to Kayla. What about me?
And my SpongeBob references.
Right, what about me? Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Discipline. Definition of discipline. Definition of discipline. Ability to push yourself forward, stay motivated, and take action regardless of how you're feeling physically or emotionally.
Shit. That's the part.
And they made sure to say that
right
it's different from self-motivation or willpower.
Oh.
Which it is. Although I do think that both of those have their hand in discipline.
I was going to say that. I feel like the terms are still related though.
They are very
because
related.
if you have the willpower to continue to move forward through regardless of how you feel, that's self-motivation.
Yeah.
That is willpower. So they're ingrained in the definition.
In each other. They're intertwined.
Just not the same thing.
Just not the same thing. But sometimes one of those things can be absent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Research shows that the level of self-discipline is a more accurate predictor of success than IQ.
Huh. I can see that.
So you could be smart, but if you ain't got discipline,
that has been me my entire life.
I've been in high school. I skated by. In middle school, I skated. Elementary school, I skated by. Even some of college, I skated by without having to do a lot. Mm-hmm. So then all of a sudden, when I'm in my late college, when you're actually getting into your degree, I'm like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, that has been my biggest enemy. That is where I've struggled with myself my entire life because of the fact that I know that I'm smart, mm-hmm. so I know that I don't have to try too hard, mm-hmm. and I can still skate by, mm-hmm. versus people who might not feel like, oh, like I really need to study and I really need to. I know that I'm going to grasp the information. So 9 times out of 10, I'm like, I could push it off, like, right. But then I end up just doing the bare minimum, and then I'm not achieving.
No, you want to know the bad thing? This is where I think my habits really come from. Is a lot of the times even when I was doing the bare minimum or procrastinating, I still get a good grade.
Oh.
Because I was always a really good test taker, a really good essay writer.
And I was bad at test taking, but I was a great essay writer. I've always been great at writing essays. So with essays, I remember when Marcus and I were both in grad school together, I would sit down and we would both have essays. Mine would be longer than his, and I would push that thing through. He'd be like, "You're done?" I'm like, "Yeah," because I don't have to brainstorm. I don't have to divide. I literally start writing the essay, and then I ingrain the resources in as I'm going. And people are like, "I have to research first." I'm like, I don't have to do that. I just literally sit there and type and then find a source that goes with what I'm talking about.
Oh, wow.
So I've always been great at essays. That is my fatal
remind me when I go back to school. Kayla, can you help?
Can you help me? I'll be like, yeah, just do this. Just write. What you think?
Lord. Okay. So I found 2 different sources that had different methods of creating more discipline.
Okay.
The first one is a little shorter, and it's just a lot more goal oriented.
Mm-hmm.
So they describe that discipline is like a muscle. You have to strengthen it, otherwise you won't have like you won't really have it. So the first one is choose a goal. Second one, find your motivation. Third one, identify obstacles. Fourth, replace old habits. And then fifth is monitor progress.
Okay.
I kind of like the next one better.
Okay.
So the first one is knowing your strengths and weaknesses.
Okay. So it makes you assess yourself.
You have to completely assess yourself. I kind of like the idea of choosing a goal first and then thinking about your strengths and weaknesses, because then you can know like what's going to be hindering you and where you're going to be excel.
What do you feel like? Okay, sorry to interrupt it, but what do you feel like in general that you would consider your top strengths and your top weaknesses?
I've always been so bad at this question. Strengths that when it comes to actual discipline, because like I have general character strengths that are really nice, but those don't help me when
it matters.
When it matters. Like all the good things that are good for me don't make money, and they don't. And that's how I am too. It's like she's a really good person and she's so charismatic and fun. It's like
nothing.
That means nothing. Nothing. Anyways, so the things that would actually go toward goals is like I'm really good at researching and then starting something.
Okay.
The weakness that comes with that is I'm bad at maintaining. I'm so bad at maintaining it. Even when it comes down, do you remember that art stuff that I got into?
Yeah. You haven't done it no more?
I haven't done it since that one time I did it. Oh, 2 times I did it. I bought all this equipment. I did all this research. I even bought a class. I did the class and everything.
And then you stopped.
And then I stopped.
I think it's been because you're into that book though right now.
But it's not just that. It's been, I've done this so much throughout my life that I'll pick up a habit and then I'll just stop.
And that is one of the main things that makes you feel deep down like you can't trust yourself.
Because I can't follow through. I can't follow through. Where's the follow through?
Yeah.
Where's the follow through? But I will say I am very good at the research part and the starting.
Okay.
And I'll have so much like excitement about starting it.
So what do you think that means for your follow through, that you have to, what systems do you have to create?
So I need to, okay. So this is, okay, wait. Okay,
this goes into something, okay, keep going.
Okay. No strengths and weaknesses, remove temptations.
Okay.
So temptations is one.
What's yours?
Oh, there's quite a few. I have quite a few vices when it comes to certain things. For example, when I'm in my home and I know there's stuff in my home that I need to be doing, I get easily distracted by noise, by TV, even by music. But I came out with a different thing that might help with that.
Okay.
I can get into it later.
Yeah.
Anyways, remove temptations. The next one is set clear goals and have an execution plan.
Okay.
So that's the easy part.
Yeah.
In a way, is deciphering what your goals are and then writing out what you're going to do about them. Then it's practice daily diligence, because everyone thinks it's the big moments that completely alter your life.
It's the tiny ones.
It's the tiny, tiny little decisions that make you who you actually are.
Yeah.
I mean, that's true.
Just doing the things that you kind of just don't feel like doing, but you just do it to create that trust and establishing that you can do the things that you've set out to do.
And then create new habits and rituals. Change your perception about willpower. That was one that I know I need to do. They talked about how willpower, a lot of people think of willpower as something that fluctuates, which it does fluctuate. And they say without willpower, you can't do it. But think of it as like an endless resource. Like you may need to like re-up, but like you can quickly like have the willpower again and keep it trucking.
Yeah.
I think people also forget that the brain really is a muscle. And while your life may look a certain way, or your perspectives and your behaviors may look a certain way right now, it's mind over matter.
Yep.
I used to say that phrase a lot growing up, but it was usually for something bad. Like, because I told you how I had this habit of like forcing myself not to care about things because it wasn't within my control. And I used to do that throughout my entire childhood, because I heard that phrase pretty early on, I think in like elementary school. And so I would say mind over matter, and I'd force myself to stop caring so I could just keep it trucking.
Yeah.
But now I'm like thinking of the phrase differently, mind over matter. It's like your mind really is so strong that you can create different neural pathways, like completely, and your brain will like ignore the other ones, and like the other ones will be stronger. Like you can retrain yourself.
It's just based upon how you view it, your outlook. It could be mind over matter in a negative way, or it could be positive, but it's based upon how you're going to structure it.
Yeah. Crazy. The next one, give yourself a backup plan. That's where I fail.
Give yourself a backup plan.
That's literally where I fail.
Okay.
And it's saying not a backup plan for failure or abandonment, but just for preparation.
Okay.
So not saying like, I'm trying to think, what's a good example? Okay, for example, me working out. It's like, I wouldn't have a backup plan if I didn't work out that day. I just probably would stop working out in general for the next 2 weeks until I have the motivation again. My backup plan now is like a stagnant plan. If I don't work out today, I work out tomorrow. If I miss 2 days, then I work out legs and arms. Like it's just I have like a specific plan.
That's good.
Set in place.
Yeah.
Because right now the plan is like I work out every other day.
Okay.
So it's easy for me to track. I don't write down like on this day I do legs, on this day I just work out every other day. And then I decide in the moment what I want to do.
Okay.
Find trusted coaches and mentors. That's what I don't have.
Yeah. I think that is such a big part, because I will say when I found my mentor, that changed everything for me. Yeah. It really catapulted me into kind of having a different mindset about the things that I was doing, because you have someone to hold you accountable that you look up to, and you see them as somebody that is somebody that can lead you in the direction that you want to go.
That was the other alternative. They said if you don't have a coach or a mentor, just have an accountability partner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. Okay. And then the last one, forgive yourself and move forward.
Yeah.
That's the one I struggle with too.
Yeah, because you can't look at yourself negatively.
As a failure.
Yeah, because then you'll never even get started again. Because you're like, I can't do this.
Or it'll take you so long to get started, you've already messed up your progress.
Yeah.
Okay, so my goals, I wrote down some goals for June.
Okay,
so I have 3 different goals. Oh, shoot, I just realized I don't have my water. Messing up on goal number 1. 3 different goals for June. The first one is because I need to tackle this, and I need to make it a habit. I've struggled with this my entire life. Is consistent water intake.
Okay.
I'm so bad at that.
Yeah.
And I know it's a simple goal, but I really don't drink water.
I do so good at it when I'm at home.
Yeah, because
when I go to work, I do terrible with my water intake.
And that's why you have to have a system in place.
Yes.
So consistent water intake. The other one is a healthier workout routine. So I'm working on that right now. And then the other one is adhering to my content schedule.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
June, goals that I might have. Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Well, number 1, I'm trying to be healthier overall. So I've been really trying to, starting kind of 2 days ago, I've been trying to be very specific with Marcus and I in the types of foods that we're eating. I think we did so bad over the weekend. I was like, like.
It's just one weekend.
Yeah. But I was just saying to him, we need to be serious about, we fade in and out of this health journey thing. And I want us to be very serious about it, especially because I'm just really picturing myself in Vegas, and I want to be in a bikini with my stomach on flat and my ass on what's that?
Come on.
So that's my motivation right now. I'm picturing that. And
I'm not going to lie.
Dress.
Your wedding is a motivation for me.
Yeah.
It's like, I got to look good.
Yeah. You want to be a bad bitch.
I mean, the day ain't about me, but I just want to look good.
Yeah. You want to be a bad bitch.
I want to be a bad bitch.
So I think health is a big thing. So nutrition, because I do really bad at eating 3 meals a day. I really need to do that. I do terrible at that because I'm not a breakfast person.
Do you typically eat 1 or 2 a day?
2.
Okay, so 2 a day.
I typically do 2.
So
I
3
always
isn't
eat
a stretch.
Yeah, so like normally I'll eat lunch probably around like 11 o'clock. So I wait till right after breakfast to eat.
So one goal is eating healthy foods.
Yes.
The other goal is eating 3 times a day.
Yes.
Okay. You got one more?
And my last goal, I would say, is to be consistent in some of the things that I desire. So like having systems set in place for what I desire for my career. Like if these are the things that I want to be able to put myself in a position where I extend my learning on it.
No, I need something
tangible. Okay. So let's see. Maybe with Instagram or TikTok, creating some type of, I really want to get very concrete on the type of content that I want to produce on there.
Do you want to figure out your niche, or do you want to just like figure out posting consistently?
I think if I had clarity on the types of stuff that I enjoyed to post, or not necessarily enjoy, but what was the things that transfer well, you know?
I mean, I think that's an easy answer, though. I know you don't. I mean, your fashion stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess I don't be feeling like people like they like it, but then I don't know. So then
people ask you about like, where'd you get those pants or where'd you do this?
That's true.
And I maybe it's because it's not like a lot, but like people are gonna care. The other thing that I'm starting to realize about influencing that you can train your audience. That sounds crazy, but you can literally train your audience
for the types of things
that you produce. What?
I had a quick. I know we don't have the mic back here.
What's up?
A quick point also is like not caring about what other people think and doing what feels natural to you. Remember we talked about that?
Yeah.
And then eventually people will find their place in there. Like you said, they'll be trained.
You'll attract to
looking at it of just like, this is what I enjoy. This is what I like.
Yeah. I think that so it's crazy because I had a conversation with Asia. This kind of deterred me because I was kind of being very disciplined with posting the fashion stuff. But then I was like, oh, I don't really want to be a fashion girly. I feel like it's too much pressure.
It's not though, Kayla.
Because of the fact that, well, okay, I think it's me putting pressure on myself because of the fashion girlies that I follow. And it feels like the fashion girls on Instagram are, it's like money.
This is a lesson. Comparison will kill you.
It really will. It really will. So it made me
like, when you said that, I was like, huh?
I know.
That can't be right.
Yeah.
That can't be right.
I just felt overwhelmed.
I get the overwhelming thing.
The pressure of it, especially because of, like, I feel like I'm in a position where I can't buy the type of stuff that I really want to buy.
Oh my God.
So then I'm like, dang, I have to work with what's in my closet.
So
and I don't like it.
So you want me to tell you some good things that you could do? This is a tangent. But so some things that you could do with the things that are already in your closet are like pick out some outfits that fit a specific theme and then literally just post that theme. It's like, 5 outfits that you could wear to the beach. Yeah. 5 outfits you could wear to a Taylor Swift party. Shit, I don't know. 5 outfits you can, and then just do those.
Yeah, I need to get out of my head and just do it. Because I feel so much pressure around that. So I just want to kind of discover what I enjoy to post. You
already know what you love to post.
I do. I enjoy fashion.
So now you just got to stop thinking.
And just do it.
Okay, so let's set a goal for 1 post a week.
Okay.
Specifically fashion.
So I said eat 3 meals a day. What was the
Eat
second
3 meals
thing?
a day, nutrition, eat healthy meals healthy meals 3 times a day, and then post fashion stuff on personal page and for fill in the blank.
Yes, Asia.
Share what your revelation was.
What's your revelation?
That you told me about
what did I say?
Fill in the blank and it's gonna come naturally.
Oh, okay, right. So, I was talking to God. That was like last week, I think, and I was just sitting in bed. I literally was told to just silence everything, like just silence it. So I'm sitting there. I'm like, God, what do you want me to do? And I literally wrote down in my notes. He said, pour everything you have into the podcast. So much will flow from it.
Okay, so
that's
just
all was said. I was like, okay, and I wrote down.
What I'm taking from this is do 1 post a week for fill in the blank, but collaborate with yourself.
Yeah.
Huh? Right?
Yeah.
That way 2 and 1.
Yeah, I think that, and I could have been doing this when I was at work because I've always, the problem was when I was working, I would not wake up in enough time to do stuff.
You could even do like 5 outfits that I've worn or my outfits of the week.
I could have, but this is my issue.
You could still do it technically.
I could. When I was going to work, I woke up at the last possible second, so I was running out the door.
But wait. This is why we're talking about
discipline.
Because
if you know that this is something that you're going to do, then you create the time for it.
Come on, you crave out the time.
Yeah.
Carve out the time.
What
the fuck crave? Carve out the time.
You know what you were saying.
Yeah, you know what I was saying. Come on. Okay, so we have nutrition for you, 3 meals a day, and then the post once a week of fashion stuff. Okay. I feel like that's doable.
I do too.
Those are our thing. We're going to check in every month. I mean, every week.
Every week.
We'll check
and I'm supposed to post once a week. So, I mean, if you don't see me post, then hello.
Right. Y'all hold her accountable. Look, now you about to have hundreds of people.
But I do think that I like to mix in. I'm noticing I like to do fashion stuff, but I also like to, I enjoy writing so much. So I've been trying to find a creative way that I can
incorporate both.
Yeah. But like I enjoy, so I did a May dump. And I wrote about like my mental space where I was at in May. And I really enjoyed that. And it comes natural to me because I enjoy writing.
You like writing, yeah.
I enjoy writing. So I want to make sure I'm incorporating that more too. But I need to tackle one thing at a time. Because that's my issue. I get so many ideas that I overwhelm myself and I do nothing.
My agency got on me today because I had a meeting with them today. And I'm not the best influencer at all. Like I post like I'm a normal ass person. Dead ass.
Like, hey guys, what's up?
Yeah, I legit post, like I don't think of myself as someone who's like in marketing because that's basically what you have to, the mindset you have to switch to when you're an influencer, because you're basically working yourself to maintain something so you can eventually sell things and get some form of money through that. Yeah. So that's the hard part. And just the idea of that makes me cringe. Yeah. Nonetheless, it is now my new job. And I realize I have to switch to marketing because every post needs to be an intentional post and can't be something just to maintain. Just random. And me and the rest of my castmates, we're so bad at it because we didn't come in this prepared for this. Yeah. We were just like, okay, whatever. And we'll look and I'll be like, oh damn, I haven't posted in 3 days. Well shoot, let me scroll through my thing. What can I post? Instead of thinking of something like very intentional that could work toward my audience and be helpful, actually helpful for my audience to grow that community and eventually be able to like sell with my audience.
I think that you need to do what I was suggesting that we do, which is something we still should do. But you should create like a content cloud type of thing for yourself.
A cloud?
That's what I was
like
calling
a content.
It. Yeah. Okay. And then you just list out all of the things just as they come to you. So then it doesn't feel so daunting when you're like, oh crap, I haven't posted in 3 days. If you write it out, all these different ideas as they come to you, because you get random ideas sometimes. And you're like, oh, this is cool. But
I do them all. But that's the thing. I have sticky notes everywhere.
Oh, and then you don't do
I have literally but this is where the discipline really does come in, because what I need to do is I need to plan my content for the month.
Yep.
My issue is I don't do that. Yeah. I just think in my head, oh, I can do this month, this, and I don't write anything out. I don't schedule anything. Next, you know, the whole month is passed. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
So I just need to be a lot more disciplined and proactive. That's one thing that discipline buys you is proactivity.
Yep. And then you're able to trust yourself again. And I think with somebody like you and like me that struggles so much with that, it's so important that we sit down and we take the time to plan effectively, because we're not the type of people that are just going to do it on a whim. I will do it on a whim, but it's like last minute. And that's the thing that's not good. Yeah. And if you need to do things where you're planning ahead, but especially because this is your job now, like you have to plan ahead. Yeah. So you just need to sit down almost like today, because now we're about to start June, and every day for the month of June you need to write down different content. I'm literally doing it today
and tomorrow. I'm going to be planning out my entire month. Yep. Just with content ideas and literally write in my calendar, on this day I'll do this content idea, on this day I'll do this. The issue with influencing too is like editing takes so much work, but so does filming. Yeah. So like editing and filming most of the time can't be on the same day unless it's literally one project that you're working on. And most of the time I'm not working on one project.
And that means that you can do with your days how you divided your other days, like filming day and then editing days.
Yep. So that's what I'm gonna start doing. Yeah. I feel like once I get this down packed, I'm gonna want to create some form of a journal or a planner, like influencer edition.
Yeah, that's cool. Like that's something that could be helpful, especially because this is really still a budding career. So a lot of people don't really know how to do it. They're just doing it and figuring it out as they go. Yeah. It's hard.
Yeah, maybe I'll do 2, like one regular planner and then one like influencer edition planner.
That would be good.
It'd probably just have like more notes pages and like actual specific things for like content ideas.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyways. Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. All right, fill of the week. Well, we talked about this like what, last year?
Well,
we saw The Little Mermaid. Look, not the way she holding the mic. Like she in love.
I'm ready to go back again.
Oh my God. Yeah, so we finally saw The Little Mermaid.
It was good.
It was beautiful.
What would you rate it out of 10?
I I'd rate it 8 out of 10.
Okay. I would give it a 9.5 out of 10. I only take off 0.5 for some of the like little funny kind of like cutesy moments that you don't get in the live actions that you get in the animated ones.
Oh, okay.
Like we didn't get the scene where Sebastian was running from the chef, and I thought that was really funny in the animated one. Just little things like little moments like that were that made the movie quirky and whatnot. But other than that, Halle did freaking amazing.
I will say Halle did a very good
Ariel.
job. She did a very, very good job.
110%. And
I think they all did. I think everyone did a really, really good job.
Yeah. I think her and Melissa McCarthy were the standouts though.
Yeah.
Because Ursula, it was almost like just how it was with Ariel. It was like they were made for those roles.
Yeah, I think they did a really, really good job. I think where I take off points is number one, I just have a bias. I don't really enjoy the mermaid story. Mm-hmm. Even while I was watching, I was like, bitch, why the fuck would you? Why the fuck would you?
Well, okay. Something that I can say, though, that I appreciated a lot better from this one than the animated one is I feel like they tried to iron the story out a little bit more about her desire to go up there, not just because of the boy. Like the boy was a piece of the story.
But she wanted to be around humans.
Yes. And she truly wanted to like be on land. And I feel like just all the animated movies from when we were little were just all about the girl wanting the boy, you know? And this kind of felt a little more mature, like, oh, the boy's a plus, but I want it to be on land to be on land.
No, I still think it's like, girl, why the hell would you give that up? I don't get it. Anyway, so don't really like the mermaid story as a whole, but I love Halle, so and I love Melissa McCarthy too. Yeah. So of course I'm gonna support. I think they did an amazing job. I know people were complaining about like the dark scenes or whatever. I see what they mean. I think they were fine because it's underwater.
Like it was fine.
It's literally underwater, and that's what it looks like
underwater.
If you're
in Ursula's lair, then like it's gonna be dark. I feel like it was colorful when it was meant to be colorful.
I agree.
The whole movie was not dark. There were moments that it was dark because
I think people wanted to be able to see the details a lot better when it was dark, but that's the point of it being dark. Anyways, so that was one of the other things I noticed. But other than that, I mean, I think it was a really good movie. Yeah. It was cute. It was a kids movie. I think that's another thing that people forgot. It's a damn kids movie.
It was not like contrary to what y'all believe.
It's
this
not
movie
meant
was
for
not
adults.
for us.
It's for kids.
It's a kids movie.
And people are legit. Oh, did you see about the whole the bad review bombing?
Oh yes, I did.
Overseas?
Yes.
Yeah.
I really hate that.
I do too.
Because I feel like so many people try to also take away from the first of all, we have a lot of the racist people that are still mad that
it was a black.
Yeah. And I just feel like it's so unfortunate that they're trying to water down such a beautiful moment, you know, for her and it's a win for just the black community, for little kids to be able to have representation. It's the fact that
globally it was happening. I mean, I'm not shocked, but in the same way, I'm like, damn.
They be mad, girl.
Some people were like, oh, this has nothing to do with race. It's like they were bad reviewing this movie before it even came out to plummet the reviews.
Yep. To
literally plummet the reviews.
Well, anyways, it didn't really matter because it's still the #1 movie in the world. So
is it?
It is.
Oh, I love
it.
It
is. So y'all could take y'all reviews and you know where to put them.
Shove it up your ass.
Because it's the #1 movie in the world.
It was a cute movie.
It ranked, I think I read that it ranked number 4 of highest biggest release for Memorial Day weekend. It ranked number 4. So that's pretty good of all time.
Okay.
So I think it did really well.
Okay. Well,
I mean, I think those numbers talk and are more representative of people bashing it that didn't even see it.
Yeah, that's why they had to put a disclaimer on a lot of the review boards saying like it's skewed. Like it's not a complete representation of what the actual reviews are, but it's skewed.
Yes.
Which is crazy.
Okay, I got one more for Fill of the Week.
Oh, what?
So we went somewhere, we had a meeting, and we were introduced to this app called Teledipity.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm obsessed.
Y'all know how we like different zodiac tests or like personality tests or like, attachment style. We love stuff like that.
And this has to do with like your life path numbers and things like that. So they just use your birthday.
Yeah.
And we're not going to go too deep into it, but I want you to tell people like what the title that it gave you. Oh. And then we could read off some of our words from it.
Okay. Oh, okay. Let me open my app.
Let's open the app.
What's it called? Teledipity?
Uh-huh.
Teledipity. I like that name. Okay, let's see. Update? No, not right now. Okay, it gave me the Visionary Inventor.
Ooh.
It says a life learning to trust your gut so it can trigger important advancements for humanity. That's literally my life thing. That's crazy.
Mine is the Transformational Leader, a life learning and teaching the value of self-sufficiency.
Oh, I love that.
Which is crazy.
Why? Because you don't feel self-sufficient?
Yeah. So as I'm reading this, it talks about, when I went into depth of reading all the different things that it says, it talks about how it's important for me in life to learn the lesson of being able to rely on myself and not basically getting caught up in codependent behaviors, depending on other people to do stuff for me.
So what you are is a learner in life, but will eventually be a teacher.
So it talks about that. So I'm just going to read the little sentence, the main sentence. It says, Kayla is here to resolve conflicts in a counseling-oriented role, dealing with the construction of large-scale enterprises through counseling, group coaching, and teaching.
Mine says, because I put Yanni as my name, Yanni is here to lead a counseling-oriented role, dealing with matters of self-improvement through counseling, group coaching, and teaching.
That's crazy.
We're
the same. Okay, what's your words? We'll just share that.
All of them?
Because some of them are bad.
Bruh, some of these are bad. And I like how some of these are like a lot larger than
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just going to speed read these suckers up. Okay, ready?
Yes.
Nervous tension. Accurate. Seeker of leadership and attainment. That's not accurate. Maybe not yet. Indecisive. Yep. Devoted spouse and parent. Yep. Powerful emotions. Yep. Inspirational. Visionary. Yep. Oversensitive. Yeah. Knowledge seeker. Yeah. Wise beyond your years. I'd like to think so. Promotes action. Getting there. Wise counsel. Sometimes spiritually open. Yes. Resentful. Can be. Can be. You mess me up, I'll be mad. Bookworm. Hello. Accurate. Slow decision making. Yes. It's Kayla over here giggling for me
because we have some of the same words, so that's why I'm cracking up.
New perspectives. I don't know what that means. It just says new perspectives. Perpetual worrier. Accurate as hell. And loves with everything.
Okay, so it's funny because we have so many of the same words.
All right, what's yours say?
Mine are inventive, seeker of innovative ideas, bossy, devoted spouse and parent, powerful emotions, courageous, self-reliant, vain. I think I used to be. I really do think I used to be vain.
It's probably a characteristic that you can slip back into if you're not careful.
Master builder. I don't know what that means. Never stops working, promotes harmony, compelling, ambitious, resentful, builder of historic proportions, slow decision making, genius leader, perpetual worrier, and loves with everything.
Oh, cute.
Yeah.
It's crazy because they are perfectly aligned. I wonder what that means.
I think that it's the same section, yeah,
I think so too.
And then some of the words change depending on who you are.
So all those personality traits we just read out, it says these are the personality traits which will aid or block you in the pursuit of your life's main objective, which our main objectives were both pretty similar, in which we're we're lead in a counseling oriented role.
Yeah.
Wait, yours said dealing with matters of what?
Mine says dealing with the construction of large-scale enterprises.
Oh, mine says dealing with matters of self-improvement. But both of them say through counseling, group coaching, and teaching.
And teaching.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy. So just basically we were meant to, and I mean, everything, all of the apps, whenever we do stuff where we compare or like the pattern, it talks about how we were meant to work together. And all four of us, me, you, Ariel and Asia, all of our stuff is always aligned whenever we do this. So let us know if you all are interested in us going more into detail about teledipity. Maybe we could do an episode about it and we could pull out some of the fun things that we found about ourselves and what we think about it.
This thing goes into a lot.
Yeah, so it has so many different tabs. That's just the overview, but it has life mission, talents, desires, personality, life cycles, and objectives. They also have a section for relationships and a section for challenges, like things that you'll go through. There's a podcast. There's a lot. So
yeah,
we can really.
I like the character traits one where it talks about the character traits you're on point with, the ones you have too much of, and the ones you don't have enough of.
Yes,
those are my favorite because they're accurate as hell.
They are. So maybe we will do an episode on this next time because I think it'll be very interesting for us to. We did that kind of earlier on. It'll be fun to do another deep dive into who we are.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess that's it. Anything else you want to share?
No, I think that's it.
Okay, guys. Well, thank you all for tuning in once again. You can find us on TikTok at Fill in the Blank Pod. You can find us on YouTube at Fill in the Blank Podcast. And then on Instagram at Fill in the Blank _ me at astoldby.Kayla and Iyanna at
Iyanna.Amore.
We love you guys. Thank you so much. And we'll talk to you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.